Watson and Jones kickboxing match between these two. Larry Maxson will be your referee. I'll tell you what, that's a wicked tattoo that Cameron Watson has on his chest.
Keep your eyes peeled here, folks. This one's about to get cracking.
I mean, we have already seen some fireworks in this one.
I haven't been disappointed yet tonight.
Sure to have some as well. Here we go.
Southpaw versus orthodox, big right hand looping in, high kick. That's the attack for a orthodox versus southpaw striker, bringing that right leg.
Keeping those kicks coming.
And really not much telegraphing from Watson. I feel like he's flicking those out there pretty well. Jones answers back with a couple of shots.
Dorian Jones is definitely staying composed. And if I remember correctly from his last fight, he had a very mobile opponent that he had to, and he did good stalking him. He's keeping composed and he's stalking his opponent. I like it.
Dorian Jones obviously have a nice pair of hands on him. He's not just wearing those boxing trunks for nothing. But that being said, he's not making great adjustments to these kicks. Nice head movement. My guy from Sherman, he's doing the right thing, flicking those kicks out there, trying to keep his head in a decent position. Dorian Jones does have beautiful head movement, but we got to watch out when kicks are getting flicked at our head.
Jones.
Yeah, can't bend over too far in any direction when you're slipping punches because that kick is coming.
Jones did land a nice left hand in there a moment ago. Watson continuing to work up the middle with that kick. There's a nice right from Dorian. Ooh, right across the chin.
Dorian Jones doing a good job just probing that jab out there. But this is very much the boxer versus the kickboxer. They're just doing it in 4-ounce gloves. Nice, beautiful straight left. Dorian Jones just beautiful boxing work here.
Nice body shots.
This is high-level fighting. Ooh. Big straight left from Dorian Jones, and he's finding his mark.
Yeah, he's finding his mark. I like how these guys are staying in the pocket with each other and, you know, looking for those openings.
You can see the look on Jones' face, kind of like he's felt Watson's power now, and he's not afraid to stand in there and throw with him. And because of that, Dorian Jones has really picked up the steam.
Well, I think Dorian Jones feels comfortable, and we're kind of standing in the boxing range here, which is Dorian's position. He's kind of able to find his jab and his cross and things like that.
Looking like there's some blood coming off of the eyebrow of Watson.
Well, he's certainly taking some shots. Both guys have dished out damage here, but yeah, Watson needs to lengthen the range a little bit here, make it a kickboxing match, because right now this serves Jones very well. Nice straight right hand from Watson. And Watson's no slouch boxing either, and I think he has the more complete skill set as far as kickboxing goes, but Jones is slick. Checks a kick, how about that?
Been a very exciting first round between these two as Dorian Jones continues to come forward.
What'd you say?
Oh, Watson lands a nice right hand in there.
Again, Watson has more tools because he has those kicks.
Right, I'm liking when Watson stays busy. When he stays busy, he keeps Dorian at that range that he needs to implement his kicks. It's when he gets lackadaisical that Dorian's able to come in. When he's just throwing those one punch shots or one kick shots, Dorian's able to close the distance. But when he's throwing the multiple combinations, that's when he's at the range that he needs to be.
Absolutely. I mean, Dorian's doing some beautiful work. Look at here, right? He goes to the body. Kicks flicked out from Watson, but beautiful boxing work from Dorian. And he's kind of flicking punches out and then using a cross block that's actually pretty effective, even in small gloves, which is impressive.
Yeah, his defense very good at times throughout that round. You also have to point out the Fight Time Fitness guys, they really can kickbox, though. They look very good.
These guys can bring it.
But as you can see, they're working on that right eye of Cameron Watson. He's bleeding there. I think it was a nice left hand from Jones that landed flush on the eyebrow that cut him open.
A lot of left hands landed. Jones standing in that southpaw stance. He's flicking that cross out and finding his mark.
Shout out to Larry Maxson doing overtime, working in the cut corner and reffing this fight.
Larry Maxson does it all.
Man of many talents.
How about that?
Here we go, round number 2.
Watson comes out with the tee. Slick left hook. Ooh-wee. These are hard kicks.
Those have got to be wearing on the arms of Dorian Jones.
Watson, just an impressive output, the volume. He's not just throwing one at a time.
Nice
He's flicking out multiple things.
He cracked Jones right there. There's another.
Really feels like
those hands are landing. That right hand is landing.
Yeah, it feels like Watson's kind of taking the momentum here, just using a different array of attacks, kicks, punches, whereas Jones is really only punching, really only boxing.
And Watson really hasn't slowed down any. He's got a pretty high output, and he continues to come. Nice.
Watson goes to the question mark kick, yeah.
1 minute gone here in round number 2. Watson winning that first minute pretty clearly.
Yeah, I definitely got to say that some of those punches, or a lot of those punches from Watson are coming through. You know, that Philly shell, it works well for boxing. It's not easy to pull off in MMA.
Exactly. It's the volume over time, too. And Jones also kind of keeping his feet planted. He's not moving them as Watson's putting those volume combinations on him. And it's adding up. It's adding up. Watson in control.
And Watson's starting to change his angles a little bit right there. He's looking pretty complete.
Yeah, and that's what he's got to do to, you know, anticipate that Dorian's going to be coming in after he lands those shots. He needs to not be there, and that's what he's doing. He's cutting those angles. He's not there for the return.
A lot of clinch work here. Watson just better in that position. Working the body and the head, being nice, short, and choppy.
Dorian's coming back with some big shots of his own here.
Huge shots from Dorian Jones.
Dorian can bomb him, huh?
Keep his balance.
Watson returning fire. We've got ourselves a brawl.
Ooh, big overhand. He's looking for those kill shots.
Watson got to be careful here on his back foot because Jones is really bringing these punches.
Both fighters trying to finish it here at the end of round number 2.
I think this serves Watson well to go back to the kicks. Not that he's not doing perfectly fine, but he's kind of fighting Dorian in his teeth. Beautiful work, though. Dorian Jones very tired. I think that's a good stoppage.
Me too.
So there you have it, a stoppage by Larry Maxson with 20 seconds remaining in round number 2. And we've got ourselves another finish here at AKA 28.
Actually, I'm sorry. Looks like it was a standing 8.
Count, yeah.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Interesting.
We can't do standing 8 counts in 8-ounce and 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah, I don't like Dorian's getting out over his feet with these punches. He's not looking super sharp here.
Looks like Dorian now bleeding as well.
And that's the end of round 2.
So 2 rounds in the book. Round number 2 belonging to Cameron Watson there. It felt like Victoria, the output. And you mentioned it. You said it perfectly. Whenever he has the output cranked up, he's winning this fight. And you saw that in round 2.
Yeah, and he looks like he has the gas tank. It looks like Dorian Jones is wearing down. The volume is getting to him. Here we have a really good flurry. If he can just stay out of the range of those big looping shots that Dorian is throwing at him to try to get him off. If he stays out of those and throws nice sharp shots down the middle, I mean, that's his key to success. And we'll see if Dorian Jones can bounce back from this as far as his gas tank goes. He's looking a little bit tired there at the end of round 2.
Well, taking a look at the face of Cameron Watson, he's wearing some damage as well. I mean, you know, clearly Watson won that round, but Dorian Jones has been game from start.
He is definitely making it worth the fight. And we can't count him out. I mean, he's definitely got some punching power. He's definitely, we see it on Cameron Watson's face. He's there, he's doing damage. So we'll see how this round plays out.
There was a moment in the middle of round number 2 where I thought I thought Jones might be able to finish it. Watson looked like he had slowed down a bit. Jones was landing some big shots. And then as soon as that thought went through my mind, Cameron Watson turned it right back on. Here we go, round number 3. Third and final round between these two. It's been a scrap so far. You notice, like, when Watson comes out fresh early in the round, he's going to more of those kicks. He's showing off the full kickboxing, and then as he gets tired, he's just standing in there throwing hands.
It was a big overhand. I think it landed more on the chest of Watson. Heard a lot of noise from the crowd, but I'm not sure that one landed like they thought. Dorian Jones is definitely trying to move his head.
Hey, Dorian Jones, both these guys, just warriors, tough. You love to see guys come out here and lay it on the line.
And like I said, we can't count Dorian out. You know, he slips one of those punches and lands a good left hand.
He's definitely got the power. No doubt about it.
How much is left in the tank for these final 2 minutes is the real question at this point.
And Cantu's still looking good, and it looks a little bit less sharp than rounds 1 and 2, but he's definitely still bringing the volume. Changing sides on those kicks is really keeping his opponent guessing. Nice body kick right there.
Halfway through this third and final round. Jones is gonna have to turn it up a little bit here in these final 60 seconds.
Jones is slick. I mean, his boxing is a beautiful thing to watch, but if you're gonna step out here and fight in this arena, we gotta start putting together the other tools, learning how to kick. And he's absorbing the kicks well too. The kid he's just a fighter is all it is, but he's going out there with a boxing skill set, fighting a guy with a full skill set. And
Cantu doing a good job here.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Watson really starting to land. .40 seconds remaining as Maxson stepped in there.
You know, there's some big overhands coming at Watson from Jones, and he's doing a good job of staying out of the range of those and coming back in with strikes of his own.
Nice right hand
from
Dorian.
Right there.
And you got to know this guy's still in this fight because he can fight, he's got power, he can turn over a good punch.
Jones looking for that one that could finish it in the final 10 seconds. Watson really wearing some damage on his face. Our first fight of the night to go the distance, and it was an absolute war between Dorian Jones and Cameron Watson.
Put your hands together for these two fantastic fighters. They've left it all in the cage here at AKA 28.
What a scrap between Jones and Watson. I mean, curious to see who comes out on top in this one.
Yeah, I'd have to give it to Watson. I just think he landed strikes and he threw more of the volume. It wasn't that Jones wasn't landing strikes, but he definitely got out-volumed by Watson. And hey, it's too bad these are amateurs. If we gave out Fight of the Night bonuses, I think this would be a big contender.
You are right about that. First round, very competitive between these two. Watson kind of took over in rounds 2 and 3, and now Dynamite has your result.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fast and frenetic feats and fists of fury, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, our judges have scored this bout in favor of your winner. Fighting out of the red corner, Cameron Watson.
Well, you could see the look right there on Caleb Watson's face as he looked over at Dorian Jones. It was not an easy win for Watson, but he gets the victory in the end, and he really showed off a complete skill set.